I have
Go
some
ahead.
questions. There's just a few things that I want to understand better. So you were like uneasy about it because your chat were giving you bad vibes. I just want to know why you turned up if you felt like it was bad vibes and if you felt like you couldn't do what they asked, which was to give all the money from that stream to EBZ. Like, why did you feel like, okay, you know what, I'm
Because
going
it
to show
was
up anyway and try?
well, I just wanted to show up and just see what the fuck they were gonna talk about. It was like there was no agreement. It was just all disagreement. You know what I mean? It was like we all got together, like trying to get something together, but we should have did that offline.
It was a
If he
bit
was smart about
messy.
it, and plus we had a week prior to set it all up. You know what I mean? Like you had like a whole week to figure out how to do this shit when we all link up and have a master plan. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing. We were all over there just like trying to figure shit out, and it was just pretty much like we're gonna all give our whole money to you. Like for what? To like what kind? You know what I mean? We're gonna support.
Yeah,
You
because
know
that was a bit weird, right?
you
It was a
fucked
bit
up.
weird
You
that
fucked up.
you
You got the law for the problem. Yeah, I just felt like you, like in my eyes, like you fucked up. You're trying to generate cash, but you want to use two other streamers. You know what I mean? To like fund this shit. But like even if I went through with it, I don't even think anybody would donate to me that much.
Yeah,
You
I
understand
get
what
your
I'm trying to say?
concern on that. I kind of think
Yeah.
it's what I don't understand is it should be so simple. It should just be like, okay, look, maybe they didn't plan enough then, and that's why you're like, okay, I just turned up to see what we were gonna say. But if it was super clear that you needed to contribute like financially towards EBZ in that stream, one, like you probably shouldn't have gone, but two, it should have just been clear that that wasn't going to happen, and they should
Yeah,
have
but
stopped trying to press you when you were
it
there
was all
to
good.
make that
It was
happen.
just meeting.
They were like kind of pressing you to like force you to
It
take
was just
part when you were like
yeah,
quite
they were
clearly not
pressing
wanting
me
to do that.
hard. It felt
But
very awkward. Like
there's one problem though that I just don't agree with. So there was some weird things that happened that way, and then you showed up to go stream and they kind of kicked you out. But you did charge back. You donated subs to EBZ, right?
no. So basically,
You sent him cash out.
what I did was I gave him $100. I gave him a cash app, right? And then later, after he kicked me out, after I smoked him out with some expensive ass Zaza, and then you know we're all smoking, and then later I gave him $100 right after that. So within like 15 or 20 minutes, he kicks me out because people are playing fucking TTS that is making, you know, that could possibly make us money if we were agreeing to things. You know what I mean? If you can't even handle TTS, like homo, like it's like gay or the homo, you know, the ram
Yeah,
ranch and all
yeah.
these other things, like fucking and all. If you can't even handle that for like 15 minutes, how the fuck are we gonna do a subathon together?
I just think you're wrong for charging back because I think you
No,
should have
so
taken
it
the
didn't
L
even go
there.
through. It didn't-
I think
the chargeback was because the vote. It was a vote in my channel. It was like 80 something percent yes chargeback, and like fucking 14% or something no. So I'm gonna go in my chat, and plus
I get
felt
you,
like,
I get you, but I do feel like it's
yeah,
just
and
a
I
really
felt
bad
like I felt
decision
like I
because
felt
it
like
looks really
I
bad.
just gave you $100. I felt like I just gave you $100. You know what I mean? Out of my own pocket. And fucking, I just smoke you out, and then later, within 15 minutes, you kick me out because you can't handle TTS.
So why did you give him $100 then?
Because I want to contribute to the cause.
You wanted to
Just out of,
contribute
like,
to
you
the
know what I mean?
cause,
And
which
plus,
means you shouldn't have charged it
and
back.
plus the chargeback,
Was it because you wanted to
the
stream
charge,
with them? Sorry, just
it
lagged.
didn't
I
even
didn't
go
hear
through.
you. It didn't go through. The 100
Yeah,
didn't
I
go
said,
through.
and people don't even. Yeah, the people don't even know the chargeback didn't even go through. So it's still like he still got it. People don't even know that though.
But it's the principle, isn't it? And it's the fact that it's all taken out of context
What?
now, and it makes you look bad because everybody's like, yeah, Tawn's charging back. You know, the action of that has just made it look quite shitty. And also, just what was the $100 for?
No,
If it was really
I'm not gonna give a man my.
can I just wait one sec? If the 100 was like genuinely to support his cause, then like regardless of what your chat says, you can easily like not make a big deal about it on stream and just still give him the 100.
Right there. We were in the moment right there. We had 2,000 plus people in there spamming chat. You know what I mean? I was a little upset, bro. I just smoked you out and gave you a buck. Why can't, you know? Why the hell you're gonna like just be like, you gotta go? Which I don't give a fuck. You want me to go? I can.
Yeah,
go.
that's shit.
You know what I mean?
That's
I
shit
don't care.
too. I know that. I get that. That's
You know
it.
what
I get that
I'm in the moment at the moment. I'm like, I smoked some CBD. I just gave you $100. Let's go see what we can come up with. You know what I mean? Let's try to figure this out. And you can't handle TTS. You know what I mean? There's music going on or whatever. You can't handle it. So like I'm like, and then later, so he boosts me or whatever. Like, hey, you gotta go, or we just want to split, right? So like my chat's going like, dude, chargeback, and I'm just like, I'm in the moment like, what the fuck's this guy up on? You know what I mean? Why is he tripping out? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take my $100 back then. It just seem like you really appreciate it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say, but I just still think it's a bit wrong. I know what you're trying to say, and I'd have felt probably the same in the moment, but I wouldn't have charged it or taken it back because
but
it's the principle of it.
Though. I didn't really realize about all that shit until after. You know what I mean?
And if you're trying, it just kind of seems like you were miffed because you wanted to stream with them and they kicked you out, and that's why you took the 100 back. Not if you were given the 100 to contribute towards his jail fund shit that was his fault in the first place. Like, then you should have just left it if that's what it was for. But if you were kind of like paying it with the hope of sticking around with them, that's what this has now made it look like. Do you see? Now it made it look like you paid him 100 to stay with them on stream. That's what it makes it look like, though. You see what happens? You make it look like you were just like sending him 100 to stay around and be cool. Like you're trying to make him feel cool. And that he wants to stay with you. And then because you took it back because they kicked you out, it makes it look like that was all it was for. You can't try and like say it was 100 to help him, but then take the 100 back because the 100 was going to help him then. It's not going to help him now. You know what I mean? Do you see how that makes it look?
Well, yeah, well, it looks that way, but it's not that way, though. Because I did want to contribute to the cause, but, like, I was like, I'm not going to contribute.
Yeah, but you took the 100 back, so you can't say that now that you want to contribute to the cause when you took it back.
I didn't reach out to them, okay? They reached out to me to do something.
I know, so you should say no if you don't want to. You should just say no. You don't have to feel like you have to do it. It doesn't make you look bad. You just need to be like, look, it's not my thing. My community doesn't vibe with it. You knew a week before yourself too. You could ask your community, you know, you guys, I'm going to go do this stream. What do you guys think? You know.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? I was gonna say they reached out to me to do this. We didn't come to agreements. I just wanted to like help out, you know, like just out, you know, for the cause. But shit went south after. That's it. And I just fucking was going with the vibes with the chat. The votes were going in and shit. So I was like, fuck it, let's just do it for whatever, you know what I mean? Just do it. But like, it didn't go through though. That's the problem. It didn't go through. So I don't know what the fuck's all this fuss about.
Because there's been a big deal at the moment. I know it wasn't the same kind of chargeback as subs being taken off streamers, but you know, people are very sensitive right now on that topic. And I do feel like you can't try and say that you wanted to help his prison fund, and then when you didn't get to stream with them, you take the money back.
Yeah,
you know,
but
it
like,
just doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
I'm a solo streamer. They reached out to me. I stream usually by myself anyways.
I know.
Like, it's not like I want to pay to hang out with them. You swear to God, I need to pay some shit to hang out with these guys. The fuck?
That's how it makes it look when you take the cash back.
Yeah, well, fucking, it didn't go through though. So what the fuck? What do you want to say now? I just told you like 5 times it didn't go through.
We should, yeah, I know, but it's the whole actions that are involved. I know it didn't really go through. I know it didn't happen. It's the actions.
Whatever.
It's the
actions. I
actions.
already have my reasons though. I have my reasons though. You know what?
I'm
not gonna feed another or help another man or whatever.
If you're gonna follow the chat all the time, then that's what's gonna happen. These things like that, you know. If you don't like go your own way and what you think is right or wrong, and so what do you think the right course of action was here then, Tawn? Do you think it was still to follow your community instead, or do you think that it was?
First off, it didn't go through, meaning that he still received the money. That's one thing. That's so get off the thing.
So you're happy about that?
I guess the second thing would be like,
you're happy he has that.
Well, yeah, it's fine. He can have it. I don't care. Just do whatever you gotta do with it. Plus, another thing, he's got a stake deal now, or he's like on a trial. You know what I mean? How we all are right now. We're on a trial right now. He's on one of those things, so he's getting some bread now too. So, and he drives a really nice car, by the way, and he gets mad TTSs all day and drive. I think he's doing perfectly fine.
Okay, so that's why you tried to cancel the $100 because of that.
No, I didn't try to. I did that because the chat voted it, and I did it because I was just feeding off of the whole situation. You have to realize, like, I drove my ass over there, waited for him for an hour to come here to try to figure something out, and I
empathize with you on that. That's shitty. I empathize with you there. Then, like, that's shit to show up and then them not like the conditions, even though it wasn't planned, and then kind of kick you out.
Exactly. Over TTS, come on now. That's how we're gonna generate money. If you can't, if you can't, how do you think we generate money? IRL streamers, TTS, fucking banter, fucking people talking shit on through TTS. You know what I mean? If you can't even handle a few fucking Ram Ranch songs and whatever fucking in the asshole and all or whatever was playing, like why? How are we gonna do any future streams together? How are we gonna fucking do any subathons, any fucking collaborations if you can't even handle a few TTSs? Let's be fucking real right now.
I mean, EBZ is known for the volatility in his temper,
Well,
100%.
that's what I'm trying to say. If you can't even handle a few TTSs, how are we gonna make any bags together in the future? How are we gonna like make content in the future and collaborations? You know what I mean? If you can't even handle the TTS, I got bombed on in Australia. I got bombed on the prison stream. I still get bombed on, you know, here and there when I'm around other people. I was getting bombed on in his next to him, sitting next to him, and I'm not tripping out. I handle that like I take it as just words coming out of a speaker. That's how you get.
I guess
that's how you generally.
But do you think he got mad because you guys didn't agree to give him the TTS money?
I think something that was a little bit too. I think that I believe that a little bit too. Like it didn't go as plans for him because I didn't agree on things.
Because
you know what I mean?
It would be a bit raw, wouldn't it, to like run around and get TTS shouting at you all day and not get the money from it.
You realize that they reached out to me. They are asking me how to camp, where to go. I was gonna bring all the tents, supply all the gas for my car to charge up all their batteries, fucking have the cooking stuff. Like I'm pretty much supplying everything and then giving you all my money, and I can't stream. Like what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I just still think you're wrong for trying, and you reported him as well for fraud. Like you were very vindictive at the end of that stream there, Tawn. That's not really.
Yeah, I fucked up, but we fixed it already. So I don't know what the hell the situation is because it never went through. Do you understand what I mean?
I understand what you mean, and that's why I know why it's wrong.
I do take accountability for being like upset during the moment and fucking just going off and chat and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
I think that's wrong.
But like it didn't go through though. That's the problem. People don't know. It didn't go through. It's still, he got it. It's still there. He got it. It's all good. To me, people don't know that until now though.
That's not my argument. It's fine that he has the cash and everything, but it's still like the principle of being like, okay, got kicked off the stream. It makes it look like you didn't want to. You're saying one thing, but your kind of actions say something different. It's that kind of vibe that doesn't add up. That's the issue.
I just told you that I was going off of like, I was feeding off the chat. I was, you know what I mean? The chat got the best of me. That's all I can say. And I already manned up and said that I fucked up right now, and you still like pressing me and shit. I'm like,
it's just when you're making the excuses again. That's when I just keep restating my point. If you keep making the excuse again, then I'm gonna just restate what I said. That's all.